We've brought you the athlete list for the 2023 Arnold Strongman Classic, and now we know the events.
That was a very dramatic, now we know the events.
I know. I think you can probably tell I'm excited for the Arnolds. And the events came out today. First time any of us have had a chance to see them. First time as fans that we've seen. The first that the athletes have seen. I gotta say, Arnolds have gone hard and heavy back to their original roots.
And very excitingly, it's the women and the men doing the same events.
Mitchell Hooper is interrupting our YouTube
filming.
video.
How are you, Mitch?
YouTube?
Yeah, we're sat right in front of the camera. Say hello.
Hello everybody, may I curse?
You can curse.
Please do not say shit or bugger.
What the fuck is a stone throw?
Right, I've been having a look. It's,
my goodness.
I think, basically you've got to pick up this stone, press it overhead, and then run and throw it as far as you can.
Yeah, if you actually Google it, some videos will come up and you'll see what we're talking about. Don't watch the fail videos, they'll scare you.
I reckon Jen was on the wines when she tried.
Cut!
Sorry about that.
Yes.
Back to business.
Yes.
Yes, the women and men doing the same events. 5 events at the Arnold Classic this year, and damn.
They're good-looking events. Let's get straight into it. I'm very excited.
So they are bringing back the Wheel of Pain. This is where it started at the Arnold Strongman Classic. Rogue built this impeccable, amazing bit of kit. It truly is unbelievable to witness and to see up close. Obviously, they had it at the Rogue Invitational, and Tom Stoltman did very, very well on that.
I think won the event.
Yes, he did. You know, I think he's going to be licking his lips at the thought of having another crack at this event.
But let's look at other guys who we expect to do well in this event. Mateusz Kiliaszkowski. Ooh, I tripped over my tongue on that one.
Yeah, Kiliaszkowski should be good at this type of event. Another athlete I think will be good is Mitch Hooper on this one.
Yes, absolutely.
He's got that engine in the conditioning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think those 3 will definitely be worth looking at on the Wheel of Pain.
And in the women's side of things, who will be doing the same events, it's so interesting because we haven't seen them do a lot of these events. I just don't know. Like, there are some athletes, Victoria Long springs to mind, who's just good at everything. I would expect Andrea to be good at this because
having strong legs and a good engine is going to be really important.
How's your engine, Andrea? She'll say it needs servicing.
I think she can do well. You know, she's got that power. I think Victoria Long can do really well.
Do you think the lower weight class women might
I think
suffer?
the lighter weight classes will suffer on that one. If you're good at something like a truck pull, it will carry over onto this event. It is a little bit more endurance based because you're going for the full amount of time. But yes, I do think if you're a lighter weight athlete, you may suffer a little bit more on this one.
Next up is the Austrian Oak. Now, we don't know if it's going to be for reps or for max weight. If it is for reps, in previous years, they've had a choice of 2 different weights, haven't they? 175 or 195.
Yeah, the athletes get to choose which weight they want to lift. A bit like they did the Shaw Classic earlier this year. And 1 rep on the heavier log will beat any amount of reps on the lighter one. Although last year they did log for max.
Yeah, so I guess maybe that probably indicates it might be for reps, but who knows with the Arnolds? Who knows?
Well, considering that the next event they are bringing back the elephant bar deadlift, which I'm pretty convinced will be for max.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to presume that the log will be the heavy log for reps.
Yeah, I think so. So looking at that log though, who jumped, I mean, obviously Bobby Thompson, Luke Stoltman, 2 of the biggest log lifters.
So those 2 are the big names when it comes to maximum weight. But Trey Mitchell won the log for reps at the Shaw Classic this year. He's a big log lifter. Tom Stoltman has won the log at World's Strongest Man before. Yeah. And Kiliaszkowski is not a bad log lifter at all. Someone very capable of lifting big weights, presuming he is fully recovered.
And I think, like, given the injuries and where they are and everything, you'd think that maybe a log would suit him a little bit better than the dumbbell.
We'll see. I've seen the training videos and he's looking very strong.
The dumbbell looks great, yeah.
But the log also.
Yeah,
he's done some, you know, he looks like he's fully recovered. So as long as he's feeling good, he'll want big points. So as I mentioned, the elephant bar deadlift is coming back. Thor Bjornsson's still the current record holder on this. And with Pavlo Nekonechny in this lineup, is it possible that record gets broken?
It's possible. It depends what I see Pavlo winning this event, to be honest, in this lineup. It depends what he needs to do in order to win. I don't think he should do anything crazy, but we'll see. Like, I think he's proven that he's more than capable. He's won the last 2 deadlifts you've seen him do in competition.
Having an exciting up-and-coming athlete with the opportunity to compete on this is interesting. The elephant bar, when we saw it at Rogue a couple of years ago, JF Caron won quite convincingly. No one really even got close to pushing him. But that was towards the end of the year when a lot of the athletes were quite battered and tired, whereas this will be early on in the year. Yes. They should be fresh, they should be peaking, and I think we could end up seeing some big numbers. So, Lizzie, tell me about this one then. The unspun stone throw. What have we got here?
Well, we Googled it straight away, didn't we? And we came across some videos about a Swiss stone throwing event where the athletes, it appears, they put it overhead and then they have a bit of a running start to a line. Then they have to throw it as far as possible. So not like shot put, obviously. It's pretty heavy. 83.5 kilos, I think it is. But who knows what these guys are going to have to throw. Really interesting. And the women have to do it too. We're not talking enough about the women. They have to do this. Strange.
Hey, it's going to be a very interesting event. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how people are going to train for it and understanding the exact rules.
Yeah,
once you kind of know what they're the rules really are. At the moment, we are guessing based off some videos we found on YouTube.
Yeah, but also it seems like one of those events where it's really easy to make a mistake.
This is one of the great things with the Arnolds. They go back in history, they look for these awkward stones and they bring them to the modern athletes to find out what these guys can do compared to the guys from history. So it's an exciting new event for the Arnolds. I'm sure a lot of the athletes will be looking at the 5 events and thinking, whoa, what
the hell is
compared
that?
to everything else being a lot more standard. Very hard event to predict in terms of who will do well. Anyway, the last event is the frame carry. So standard frame that they've used at the Arnolds many times. Up the ramp, I would imagine. We don't know this year if it's with or without straps. For last year it was without straps.
And it's 400
They have done it heavier with straps before.
Yeah.
I prefer seeing the 400 without straps, and we are testing some grip power as well. Again, I don't know what the weights will be for the women just yet, but as soon as we know, it'll be easier to do a prediction.
Who's going to do well on the frame car? Obviously, Mateusz. He has the record in this event.
Yeah, I can't see anyone in this lineup touching Mateusz as long as he is fully fit.
Yeah, Maxime
is very solid.
Yeah.
I think the new guy, Thomas Evans, could be good at these type of events.
Mitch Hooper
should. He's going to have to work on grip, but it's something that we will be working hard on. If you look at his performances last year, say the Strongman Classic in London, grip wasn't the best event. He definitely would have chosen the yoke, the bale tote, over the frame carry.
Yeah.
Same for someone like Rob Kearney. He would want the yoke over the frame carry. And last year, a lot of the athletes struggled with that frame. So, I think we could see many athletes kind of not completing the distance. I think someone like Kinishkovsky will blitz up there, no problem. If anyone else can finish in one solid run, I think they'll get very good points.
It's far too early to do predictions, but who do you think this suits?
On the men's side?
Yeah, men first.
So men first. I mean, I was very vocal that Tom Stoltman struggled at the Arnolds last year, and it didn't surprise me looking at the events. This time, I would say he's got a very, very good chance of winning. I don't see a weak event for Tom in this lineup. It's not to guarantee he's going to win everything, but the Wheel of Pain, you look at Tom, you think he's great at Wheel of Pain. Log, although there are better log lifters, he's certainly not a bad log lifter by any means, and he will definitely prefer the log over, say, the dumbbell.
Yeah.
He's an extremely good deadlifter, could very well get top 3 on something like the deadlift. I think the way he's built is advantageous in a stone throw, and his frame is improving all the time. And again, like I said, it's not the best group of farmers, grip, frame type carry athletes. So a good solid performance on that one. I do think Tom is going to be hard to beat.
Interesting. So like in my head, obviously Mateusz, and I'm thinking, how does this stack up for him? I don't think we can really say he would prefer the squat to the deadlift when we haven't seen him squat in a competition like this at this level against these guys. So I think there's a few guys he could beat on deadlift though. to be fair to him. So I don't see him coming last on that. I think log's good for him. Wheel of Pain's very good. The frame carry's very good. And I think he'll be good at the throwing stone as well.
I'm sure he will. What about on the women's side?
The women's is so hard to predict because we just haven't seen them do these events. I mean, the throwing of the stone, who knows?
Well, when the events came out, I was pretty happy for Andrea. I thought, you know, it's heavy. This competition is going to be heavy. It's about strength, which tends to suit her. An amazing log lifter. She's amazing on the elephant bar deadlift.
Yeah.
Tamara Wilcott has taken Andrea's record on that, but you think she can get good points on the deadlift. She can definitely get good points on the log. Her frame, farmer's walk type events are pretty solid. So I'm confident that she can do well. Victoria Long, I would never bet against. She is an absolute beast.
Same with Olga, same with Inez. It's so hard to call.
I do think it's really cool that the men and the women will be doing the same events, though.
Yeah, it's just going to be absolutely jam-packed, isn't it? Big commentary job, Lozzie, with 20 athletes.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be incredible. I'm really excited. Genuinely, the Arnolds always generates a lot of interest across the world. People want to see who is the biggest, strongest athlete, and the Arnolds have really gone back to their roots here with hard, heavy events.
So as always, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of these events? Is there anything missing that you'd like to see? What do you think of this stone business?
Stone business.
Yeah.
The stone throw. I think it's cool.
I love that they try new things. And, you know, we say, oh, they look back. Jan knows all this. She's got all this up there. And
she's got like, that knowledge.
Yes, exactly. And she's just
I wonder what else she's got in that, you know, incredible mind of hers that she'd like to bring forward to the modern athletes to try.
We're going to have to corner her when we see her and find out.
Right, guys, as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know your thoughts on the events. What are you looking forward to see? Could we see Pavlo Nekonechny get a deadlift world record? Can we say one of the women break the record again? The log lift. Is it going to be max? Is it going to be the heavy reps? So many unanswered questions yet, even though we know what the events are. Cannot wait to find out more. Guys, take it easy. We'll speak to you guys soon.